for $900 million.
I would do anything for $975 million.
Yeah, what is up, people of the internet? Welcome back to another episode of the Waveform Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Marquez.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm David. And it's January still, but that doesn't mean there's no news. There is some tech stuff happening. Today, we've got a huge Apple announcement to talk about. Samsung Trifold's price got unveiled, and we have some thoughts. We also had a US TikTok get off to a rough start, and we're going to wrap it up with a fun game. But first...
Which one do you want to do first? Actually,
okay. Do you want to hear me rant about Kabi Lame getting acquired?
Yes.
Or Weather YouTube?
I want Weather YouTube.
The genre. Weather
Also,
YouTube?
yes.
Weather YouTube what?
Weather YouTube.
The genre that is Weather YouTube.
Oh. I want Weather YouTube.
I have takes. Okay, let's talk about Weather YouTube. I think, basically my take on Weather YouTube, now I'm hearing what you're doing. I think that Weather YouTube is tech YouTube. It is such a perfect... I mean, there's lots of...
Wait, can you explain what
I want...
Weather YouTube?
Yeah. Weather YouTube, so as you may or may not have heard, we live in the Northeast U.S., and there's been a bunch of storms here recently, blizzards, in fact, snowstorms, which get really, really hype on social media. And if you engage with enough of these posts, your whole feed just becomes consumed with weather posts.
How would you know this, Marquez?
Well, because I'm one of those people.
Last episode we recorded, if Marquez wasn't talking, he was looking at weather stuff on Twitter.
Yeah,
probably.
It was actually insane. And so basically what happens is this winter storm Fern, for example, that we just had, was this Super Bowl event where I got to witness all of the parts of weather YouTube, weather social media, meteorologists, I'll put it that way, on social media. And there are so many parallels with tech YouTube. I'm sure this is true about lots of other genres, but here's how it goes, right? There's a bunch of the big channels, right? They are feasting. They are putting out 2 videos a day talking about the different models and the different projections and how much snow you're going to get. And if you watch these videos, they're like 10 minutes long. They're all neatly formatted. And then they just go through and they're like, if you live in Wichita, if you live in Ohio Valley, if you live in Northeast, I-95 corridor, they name every single city as fast as they can so that people who are watching feel like they're a part of it. They're really good at this. They go over the map, they go over the projections, how much snow you could or could not get. And since it was a big storm, people were watching these videos for updates on the models to see how much snow they were about to get, and it was a lot. That's just like a Samsung event, an Apple event, where it's the Super Bowl for that genre. They all descend upon the place. They all talk about it. Everyone's thinking about, maybe I should get this one, maybe I shouldn't. And the big players are all doing their thing like they always do and talking about it. Then there are the smaller / newer or lesser known channels that are all doing the same thing, but because there are smaller channels, they need to find angles to be unique in their coverage of the storm. Even though they're all covering the same storm, you will hear them say things like, oh, I'm going to be more responsible than the big channels and tell you, you're probably not going to get that much snow. And they like to talk about something that they found that's not in the other channels' coverage because they need an angle in that way. In the same way that we see the same thing when we make a video about a big phone, and then a week later there's a bunch of coverage about, yeah, but the big guys don't tell you these things. And then you get the same sort of stuff in tech YouTube.
Really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I auto started my car the other day, and when my phone's not plugged in, it defaults to the radio. And as I sit in my car, it's just the radio host talking to their local radio meteorologist. And she's like, so what's the deal with this storm? Everyone's talking about it, blah, blah. And the meteorologist goes you got to be careful with social media hype and online. Everyone wants to scare you and scare tactics, and that's going to be huge. And they're just doing it all for a bunch of views and stuff. And us meteorologists, we know what's going on. She's like, oh, so what can you really expect? It's good to know. And I was like, it's going to be a lot. We're going to be, and just immediately says everything all the social media people are. And I was like, there was no point of this story at all.
The microcosm is so real. There's also on weather YouTube, there's the traditional channels. There's the weather.coms and the AccuWeathers and the NBC News weather report on YouTube, where they will talk about it as well. But they'll give a much more high level